Well, the children are all so far away. APS swooped in, I rough and took them today, with tears welled up in their eyes. No parents by their side. APS wins again today. Don't think it's the truth. Gone away is their youth, and the empty eyes of the parents prove it. Don't you think for a minute you are weak because they're gone. There wasn't any warning for you to follow along. A caseworker has no soul to hold in check. It's why they leave us parents such a wreck. Don't stand for the hell they created. All of our children they stole, our worth saving. They are waiting at the door for us to save them. We need to stand up for our God and obey Him. He leads us to the battle with a beating drum. He knows the feeling they took his only son. He may be the powerful, our creator. The son he gave to us is our savior. He won't be ignored if a praise is held up high. Those kids were made by us for his endless supply. We are to protect the children at all costs. This game is not over. We have not lost. We have the power He gives us inside. We rise to the faith when it's time. You never stand by yourself. Take God off the shelf, and then draw the power Well, the children are all so far away. EPS swooped Ira and took them today. With tears welled up in their eyes, no parents by their side. EPS wins again today. Don't think it's the truth. Gone away is their youth, and the empty eyes of the parents prove it. Don't you think for a minute you are weak because they are gone? There wasn't any warning for you to follow along. A caseworker has no soul to hold in check. It's why they leave us parents such a wreck. Don't stand for the hell they created. All of our children they stole are worth saving. They are waiting at the door for us to save them. We need to stand up for our God and obey Him. He leads us to the battle with a beating drum. He knows the feeling they took His only Son. He may be the powerful, our Creator. The Son He gave to us is our Savior. He won't be ignored if a prayer is held up high. Those kids were made by us for His endless supply. We ought to protect the children at all costs. This game is not over, we have not lost. We have the power He gives us inside. We rise to the faith when it's time. You never stand by yourself. Take God off the shelf and draw the power you need to be. Draw the power you need to be. When Tiff and the Punisher are hosting their show, rally around them, let's get up and go. They give us the strength to fight for our rights. Tiff and the Punisher are here to give you strength. We want you to get in the fight. Your kids will never say goodnight without you in their side. As long as Tiff and the Punisher have something to say, don't give up. We are all here for your strength, your Lord high.
We know it's all about the money, we know they lie, we know this is corruption. Does CPS know what they are doing to the children?
fight for the children in every town. Put your broken feelings away. They are taking our kids every day. I shout them in and no one has a thing to say. For those who have been isolated, don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeves. You can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, god damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids, pictures held up like thin tags. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior. And we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stop it.
Whew. Happy Thanksgiving, Tiff.
Well, happy Thanksgiving to you too. You going hunting?
Yeah, in the tropics. Obviously. Why wouldn't I be?
Right.
Look at this. I'd be right in the palm tree. You wouldn't even see me.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe my eye color would throw it off, but I don't know.
Oh my.
Oh my. Well, you don't look any heavier, so that's good.
We have what?
That's good.
You broke up. Say it again.
Heavier. You don't look any heavier, so that's good.
Huh.
Like gained weight.
I've been cooking all day.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm just wondering. I'm just making sure. Do I sound all right to you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's loud over here.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. You're not. You can't hear your number one fan.
Oh, I hear him. Oh, I hear him. Oh my.
Oh my.
So yeah, Thanksgiving. I wish we could do a head count. Everybody telling us who's here right now. Make sure that we got everybody towing along with us. You
Yeah,
know, if you guys are here, if you're part of our crew, then check in. Make sure we still got you all. Because it's a tough time for everybody. You know,
it is a tough time.
it's good to know that everybody's around us and they're here. You know. So let's see if we can't get a head count. I see we got somebody trying to bust through and get in here with us. Because as we said yesterday, today is going to be a show for everyone. And look who we got there. We got Miss Claire's there. Claire in the house. You guys sitting right in the middle of the ho 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 man. Yep. And now we lost Tiff. Tiff's gone.
Yeah, she's going to get the kids.
Tiff's out. Claire, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. I was here this morning. I got to see my kid for 2 hours at Cracker Barrel.
Oh, nice.
So that was
it's
okay.
better than none, I guess.
Yeah, and then I came back here, and then we're doing the live, so we're super excited.
You're like a freaking celebrity now.
Oh!
Every time I turn on the computers, Claire is somewhere in there, whether it's TikTok or it's YouTube or Facebook. Yep, all over the place. She's become quite a. You put yourself right on the map, Claire.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, no, thank you. That's the thank you thing. Did you see the picture in the background?
Yes.
Oh, all right. You did. Let me just take it down so everybody can see it. Hold on. It reminds me of, I was just looking at that and it reminds me of like the cats in my house because we have these 3 new little kittens that the little cats, the rest of the cats, some of them like them, some of them not sure about, and some of them despise. And that's what that picture reminded me of. I'm like looking from afar, like, you know what I mean? Like looking at you over there, the little thing. That's funny. But yeah, no, that was, I got that idea from somebody I know to make that picture. So, that's where that came from. So what's going on? What do we got next, Claire? What's on your agenda?
Well, we had a meeting set up with somebody who gave us some advice on like the next step and where to say the same speech that we said at town hall again, and that is in front of the Board of Supervisors of Social Services. Yeah, so we have that in January. They actually just did one in November. I'm so sorry. They did one in November, and they actually didn't tell us till after they did it. I think because they know the legalities are coming with what was all exposed in the last speech that I did, because it came with all the evidence to just back everything up. And I think that they know that. So they didn't want us to do it then, but we will definitely be speaking in January with them. So.
Well, that's cool. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Moving up the radar. It's a lot of work, right? Like it's a lot of trying to get these people to listen to you, and then you got to convince them that they're wrong.
Right. It's like, how do you convince someone that in their head they're completely right? And it's very narcissistic.
But you seem to be making headway with it, right? Like you seem to be, people are listening, because you're back and getting people in trouble and everything. So, like you're doing the right thing, so someone's listening. So you're chopping away at them. That's for sure. Of course, Tiffany didn't have anything to do with teaching you some of this stuff or any of that, I'm sure. I mean, you're a little more delicate than her, I think, but I can see a lot of the same things too, right, Tiff?
Yep. And the funny thing about her case is, and this is why I'm telling people, go to these town hall meetings and speak out, right? Because I love her. Okay. This is my little protege right here. But everybody involved in her case is quitting.
That's how she knows she's doing the right thing.
Even the sergeant at the police department who was supposed to do the criminal investigation for my case before they passed it off to the state police. And I say that in quotes because they didn't pass along all the information that they were supposed to. And when I started being very public about that, and even posting about even posting the police reports and what the police department said, because I posted all that online really fast, How do you mean? What do you mean you don't have any police report from the night that you removed my child? Like, you don't even have the officers' names that were there. That's insane to me.
Right.
So when I exposed that, Sergeant Nyang at the Winchester Police Department quit, says he no longer wants to do anything involving the police department or the police force, and is now working at Navy Federal.
Oh, wow.
And that came from like,
So is that because he sees the corruption?
oh yeah, they all know. And as soon as like I exposed Anna Mahoney, which was the CPS and DSS worker who was the on-call worker the night that they removed my son after they falsified what they did, and they knew that they did, and she quit.
Mm-hmm.
I exposed her, she quit. Michaela Butcher, I exposed her in the very beginning. She quit within the first 2 months of being, my situation.
Right.
Marissa Wilcom, which was the supervisor at Social Services, quit, moved to Florida. Sergeant Nyang, like I said, quit. We exposed I asked them at town hall, I said, what is funding our town? Because it really is ironic that these CPS cases make as much money as they do a day for these foster care plans, but yet you guys don't have a paper trail of where all the money's coming from. Dan Hoffman, our city manager, quit, went to another town. So it's just like we're just kind of weeding them out one at a time in a respectful way.
Now, what about the people that are filling their shoes? What are you having a role in that too?
John Piper, no, I did not have any role in that. However, he was the one that I was directed to have a meeting with CPS and DSS to go over my case and see if there was anything that was kind of fishy about it. He, in the very beginning of my meeting, said, you cannot record this. And if you record this, we're not having this meeting. So he violated like my rights in the very beginning of the meeting before we even started it. When we went over all the falsified document, he literally was lying to me about what the papers in front of me said. That came like, how are you going to tell me that they say something that I'm literally looking at and reading right to you and in front of you, and you're telling me that that's just not what it says? Right. And so I got upset. I ended up crying, and I looked at him and I said, if this was your son or daughter, if you have kids, what would you do if you were in my shoes? By higher up people telling you like you're literally crazy when there's facts right in front of you, like you're gaslighting me right now, and I have a really big problem with that. And he ended the meeting. He was like, this meeting is done. And so that's just where that went. And then I exposed him the very first time we spoke at town hall, like me and the other ladies, and he made faces at us when we first went in there. He was just like taunting us. And then we went and I publicly exposed him. And he was removed from the meetings. He was told he was no longer allowed to be in the town hall meetings. Well, when Dan Hoffman up and quit and ran away, after that issue got addressed, John Piper is now the, what is it called? Temporary city manager. Because they know. But John Piper was also on our police department force. In a higher position there, and Winchester Police Department again covered something up. They created a position for him at City Hall, and that's where he's been since. So.
Wow, that's crazy.
So
you're doing stuff.
You're making the Commonwealth attorney had their hover mill after she told me I wasn't in my right state of mind when we were talking about everything. And she was like, you're just not in your right state of mind. I said, that's so crazy that you said that because I'm recording you. And she was like, what do you mean you're recording me? I was like, I'm recording you. So it's crazy that you told me I'm not in my right state of mind when we're literally going over facts. And all I'm asking you to do is set up a meeting with me so we can review what you said your sergeant sent to the state police because they didn't send them the full case. And her whole demeanor changed. She was like, oh, well, we can set up a meeting. Like, when do you want to do it? I told her I was bringing the sheriff with me because me and him are friends. But I wasn't. I was bringing her. Because what do you mean you're going to tell me I'm not in my right state of mind? And then when I tell you you're being recorded, you get mad. She told me, she was like, you need to let someone know when you're recording. Well, first of all, we're in Virginia. It's a one-party state. I don't have to let anybody know. And as the Commonwealth attorney, she should be so knowledgeable in that. So to minimize the knowledge that I have just by saying that is just really insulting to me. And then when she wanted to break me down about the other stuff that is just facts, like I said, more paperwork, just direct black and white. and she's telling me that that's not what it is, and it's insane to me, especially having kids. So I exposed that publicly, that that's what she did, and they ended up taking her whole entire Facebook page down, like her campaign page, her Commonwealth attorney page for Winchester. They took everything down because they didn't want anything else, you know, talked about or exposed regarding that. So they just are really, really trying to cover up the corruption in this town, and it's disgusting to me.
Right. And this is you. This is you doing this. This is you putting all of this pressure on them, you know, without anybody else. You know, like this is you. Your face is what's doing this. Like you're the one that's putting in the work. I mean, what I'm getting at here is like legitimately, this is one person. Imagine if you had an army with you, right? Like if you had a force with you every day that you could have, you know, pounding these people like this. Imagine what damage you could be doing. I mean, this is just you know, putting your, you know, 100% into this thing, and you're getting results. So imagine if you just had an army with you, and the results that you could be getting done then, you know.
And it's so sad. I feel like we would have so much more of that, because there's so many people that reach out to me on a day-to-day basis privately, but to openly speak about their case in this town after the harassment and the threats that come to you as somebody that is involved with dealing with them, it is terrifying. And I will be very honest with you, I don't really fear anything, and I didn't when my CPS case started. When you don't fear death, you just don't really fear a whole lot. And I think in the reality of it is there's so many people in this area that want to speak out, but are terrified of what it comes with, because they falsify protective orders. Like they just changed my protective order again. There's one that says I can't publicly talk about my case at all, but that's nowhere to exist now in my court case, because they know it's a violation of your
First
rights.
Amendment.
Yeah, your First Amendment rights. So how are they going to put something in place that they know they legally can't? They ended up forging Jason Ranson, who was my second court-appointed attorney's signature, onto the first safety plan that Karen Holman did, and literally had it entered as evidence for court. It's insane when you have, you know, of course, the first one, and you go to the courthouse, and like Winchester City, I tell families when they go look at their court cases, when you see it the first time, you'll never see it the same again. You will never go back and it has the same amount of papers in it. It will never have the same doc. They just change everything. And when they know you're really serious about finding it out and like exposing what they're doing to help other people, they really like try to clean it up as much as possible. I told Tiffany, I was like, my safety plan has changed 6 times. And now Jason Ranson's signature is forged onto a safety plan that was never even in my courtroom when I had court. And so I just think that that's so crazy.
Yeah, unbeknownst to you too. Like it's not like you knew about this stuff and that this was you were going to be able to, you know, you're like, oh, they adjusted my plan. Like this stuff just changes a little bit here and a little bit there, right? In your case file.
Yep, and the new one has handwritten stuff all over it. Like I sent it to Tiffany the other day, and it was just, it's absolutely insane.
That's why I tell everybody, go to your courthouse once a month and get your file. Take a picture, snapshots, whatever. Take pictures of it, you know, copy it, whatever you got to do. But get a ledger and put all of your pictures of your papers and your documents that are in there, because you don't know as a parent like how much stuff that they have removed.
Yeah.
If you're not paying attention to that, because you don't know if it's ever been added, but you know damn well if you added something, it's been removed. You know, like, and if it has been removed, then you want to answer to why, not just because, you know, but a reason. Why was this removed from this? Because that file in that courthouse is very important to the outcome of you getting your child returned.
Right.
You know, so everybody needs to be going there at least once a month. And like you said, was that 15? Oh shit, I forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, you should always go once a month, get pictures of it, see what you got in there. I mean, how often do you go, Claire, and see your case file and see what it is?
I was working for David Downs, who is an attorney in our area. I was going every couple weeks.
Every couple of weeks?
Yeah, and my file was changing consistently every 2 weeks. I'd come back in, they'd have different papers. I'd come back in and my file would go from 600 pages to 145 pages. Like just insane changes. And it happened more than once. So when I realized that was happening, when I started going with David to like court dates and stuff like that, every time I was in the courthouse, I'd ask just the clerk, go into the clerk's office and ask to see my file. And they got really agitated about it because I was coming in so consistently that they had to not change anything else, or, basically keep it the exact same of what it was, or change it completely and make it something that it's, wasn't supposed to be. So I think that because of that, I always tell families, if you're able to check it at least once a month, check it once a month. If you're able to check it every 2 weeks for at least 2 months, then do that, because you'll see the changes, just even in the way that the file shifts in size. And that to me is insane.
If you don't do that, people, then when it comes time to go to your appeal or your final, any of your final stuff in your case, and that stuff's not there, there's nothing you can do about it. So you need to make sure that you pay attention to what is going on in your case, especially your case files, so that way you are not held into a real bad predicament of all of a sudden there's not um, anything in that case file, because they will try to do that. They'll try to take everything out of that case file so that you have nothing to lean on in your appeal.
And can I give
And if you're not there to
advice to the
defend
families that
it,
do go look at their case files? For one, just know that everything that they've basically said about you is a lie. So it is a very hurtful thing, an emotional thing to look at, because this is why the judges are taking our kids. And I don't necessarily say that the judges don't know what is going on. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that if you understand, like, what they see in that file is the only grounds that they have to stand on to remove your kid, then it gives a better understanding. But you're going to see people that have lied about you, dogged your character, dogged your reputation, completely like changed the narrative of who you are. Like, they even put that my mom that adopted me at birth was my fictional mom, and I made her up in my head, but she wasn't my mom. And that was such a hurtful thing for me to see, because how are you going to make up who I've had in my life since the day I was born and say that I'm making that up? Because I can't help that I was adopted. So to me, I always tell families that, like, just go ahead, go in with the mindset that there's going to be things that are going to hurt your feelings and upset you, and just look at it and turn it into, they see our kids as dollar signs. We have to look at them as dollar signs. And every single form that they do or falsify or lie on is something that you can turn into a lawsuit. So when you start looking at them as money, it changes the game from chess to checkers, and it makes you a very powerful player. When you're able to deal with that hard stuff, it's just more that you have in your gun to load, like your ammo. And as much as harm as that does to people, we have to thank them for that, because that's where our lawsuits can come in. That's where the grounds for defamation of character and slander and all this stuff really come in, is when they do the stuff that they do.
Yep, that's it. That's freaking good for you for doing that. It really is. It's good. But like I said to everybody, don't think that just because you're one person that you can't get this stuff done. Because, I mean, Claire, you're essentially moving mountains right now.
You're trying. I would do anything
like
for my
you're making a big difference. You're making a big difference in that little town, And like I said, if you had a force and a half behind you, imagine the damages that you could be getting done there, So
Well,
more than what you already are. I mean, you're already doing an amazing job, but if you had more power behind you, more of a, then man, you'd be unstoppable. Not that you aren't now, but I'm just saying.
well, she already has a force behind her, because I'm public enemy number one. Now she's public enemy
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. But I'm just saying that if she had a bunch of people behind her supporting her, like people that are involved in CPS, that can finally come out and not be afraid to speak because they have her running this show and leading this charge, then, that would be so much better for her. Like, people need to start realizing that people are putting themselves on the lines, like you, like Claire, stuff like that, doing this stuff so that they don't have to, but they do need to come out and support what's going on. Like that needs to be what happens. Like, you don't have to put yourself in the limelight. You don't have to be the person, making the noise, but you sure as hell should be coming out and showing the support for you guys.
I definitely feel like that is such a huge thing. And that is great that you said that, because at the end of the day, I think, like I said, so many people in this town are scared, and there isn't a lot of support, but yet there's a lot of families that have been affected. And as grateful as I am for getting the thank you messages, I would rather them be telling their own story. I love fighting that fight for them, but it is a scary thing. And it is something that, every day they threaten, more time away from your kid, as you speak up, more time away from your kid. And it's like,
Yep.
Okay, if I'm like willing to risk it, it's not that I want more time away from my son. I want this problem fixed so nobody else has to go through it, and somebody has to fight it. If somebody, if not, it's just going to keep happening. And it's like, but I wish the families were, like you said, at least come out,
Right.
support, even if they don't even speak or tell their story or what they've been through. At least they know that there's a group of people that have gone through it too, and we're not alone.
Yeah. No, that's it. That's good stuff, Claire. Good for you. It's really good. All right, guys. So yesterday we said that we would make this a everybody gets to tell us their whatever they want to say actually thing. So I'm gonna put the link up here, guys, and if you guys want to come in, share what you're thankful for. What's up, Brian? Don't forget Brian's Christmas marathon coming up. I guess we will be on there, so that's awesome. So we got that to look forward to. Yes, don't tread on us. That's right, Tammy. Let's see who else we got. Eric is in the house. Erica. We got a lot of people here tonight. But here, I'm going to put the link up here if you guys want to come in. And there's Becca. There's our Becca right there. Let's see. Let's put the link up.
Like that's so
Where is
true. They haven't been forced to just like
copy the invite link. All right, guys. If you guys want to come in and share anything, what you're thankful for, what's going on, so on and so forth, click on this link, and it will bring you to us, and you will now be live on TV, and you will be able to share with us your whatever your issues or your stories or your thankfuls or whatever you guys want to say. So there you go. It's right there. Click on that. Come be with us. We love you too.
We're thankful for people like you guys too, because though you guys aren't behind the camera, we know what you guys are fighting, and we're so sorry that you're going through that as people that have been through it. And we hope that us speaking out makes a difference so that nobody else has to go through it.
Okay, I will do that. Alicia, I read that. Yes, we can't let Brian's marathon thingy go without. Sweet, cool, Brian. Yeah, Brian's got his marathon Christmas show. We'll be part of that. A lot of the players in the game are on a part of his 24-hour marathon. So make sure you guys check that out. Whoa. Oh,
I think Alicia said in the beginning, she said thank you for telling her about how to do the turkey or something.
Mom. What? Daddy. You pooped? Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
We're going to work.
Proud of those 3-pound plates of mashed potatoes now. Claire, look at this.
Oh, it's so cute. Look at Darren's kid. Yeah. Come here. I'll put you in the show too. Come here.
Where'd you go, buddy?
This is Josh Darren. This is my saving grace through all of this.
He's my little buddy right here.
He's a little guy.
One of them. There's that one. Yeah. Is this one?
That one's got pretty eyes.
That's Calico.
Which one is that? The white face one? Yeah, she's got 2 different. I don't know where the other one. There's another one somewhere here.
They're selling.
It's my little fan club. Yep. They're fun little kitties. Yep. This is it though. No more kitties for us. We're not having any more kitties.
No more kittens.
No
After 40 years, 30 years ago, we got our kids back.
Yeah, we have.
It's crazy. Yeah. I feel like I've been away from my kid for a whole lifetime. And that's crazy to say, but I was with him for his first full 3 years, almost 4, and now it's been almost 2. And I feel like that's how.
Sucks.
Yeah, time is something you can never get back, and I hate it.
Wow, Sammy. So it took you 4 years. Wow. Everybody wants Maine Coon kittens, Alicia. They're hard to get, even the Maine.
Is that what you have?
They're partial Maine Coon kittens. Yeah, they're not full-blooded. They're partial. But you can see it's crazy because in some they're supposed to be tuxedo cats, but I don't know which one of them went out of the loop, but one of them did and got themselves a Maine Coon cat in them. And here's a couple of them.
Some of those kittens are part Maine Coon.
Yeah, see, there's a couple of them.
I want a Maine Coon. I want a big cat. If I have a cat, I want.
Yeah, I don't have any of the big ones. None of the big ones are around right now. They must be out hunting their mice for us.
That's because I'm here.
That's so
Hmm. Oh, all right. Let's see. It looks like Becca's back here to speak. Becca's coming out. Hey, Becca.
Hey, how's everybody on
Happy
Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
How was yours?
Hasn't even started yet.
Oh no,
Been trying
you're a late nighter.
to peel myself out and get ready to go.
Did you at least put your turkey in today?
I don't do turkey on Thanksgiving. I'm not a turkey.
No,
I'm a ham. I'm a ham kind of person.
you're a hammer.
Yeah, I'm a ham.
Yeah,
So
you're a hammer.
yeah, and it's not
Hammer.
that big, so it's only the 5 of us. So we got a small one this year. So I was like, oh, okay, well, it's only gonna take a couple hours to cook, so we're doing that. But
Right.
I'll be right back.
Just a little ham. Yes, ma'am.
Tiff's
They'll be
leaving.
right back.
Tiff's leaving.
So Becca, yep, they're out of here. I think Claire must have been leaving. But so Becca, what's going on? What do you know about? What do you got going on?
Well, I wanted to get on here with Claire and Tiff, but now, of course, she leaves without
Well, they'll be back.
saying my piece.
I think. No. What did you want? Why?
Oh
What
no,
was going on?
I just wanted to say that I was thankful for them. I mean, because like she said, I mean, she's literally doing it. I mean, I did the same thing when in my city, and it was just like it's crazy, and you don't really meet a bunch of people like her or like Tiff or all of us. And I sent you specifically a message today on Facebook telling you how thankful I was for you, but you haven't read it yet. So
Oh, all right. Well, I will make sure I do that. But thank you for that. I actually I had just gotten up when it was time for the show,
see,
which I had been working on. I'd been working on our thing through the night. So
that
that's where I was.
any more leeway?
But yeah, I mean, I think we're ready. I was hoping that we might have been able to do it today, but maybe we can later on tonight. Because there's people out trying it out. So
Okay.
the corks are gone, and that's that. But you know what I saw today, and I don't remember what it was, but it was something very important. They were talking about your MOUs, and it was this morning, and oh man, I just thought of it when I just saw you. I'm like, oh my god, I was on TV this morning, but they were talking about MOUs, and they were explaining how the police department knew. I think it was a police show or a cop show I was watching.
Mhm.
And they were like, do you have an MOU for that? And all of this. And they were talking, all about it. But MOUs are like a real thing, and they are being noticed. So when these people are out there saying that they don't know about this shit, then they're lying.
Yeah. I mean, when I had the cops here at my house, like when my son had a mishap with another boy that was here, and I ended up calling the cops, and he was like, well, we're going to have to report this. And I said, I'm going to tell you right now. I said, I know you have an MOU. I said, I know you have a contract. I said, I know you contract with them.
Mm-hmm.
I heard from CPS.
Yep.
I was just like, I know
Yeah,
your
but they played
contract.
dumb.
I
They
read
acted
your
like they were
contract.
dumb, didn't they? They acted like they didn't know what they were doing and that they knew nothing about it.
100%.
I mean, maybe they don't. Maybe the officers, the lower officers, but someone does, a corporal or a sergeant or
Oh, I
a
asked him. I said,
lieutenant. Someone does.
yeah, I told him, I said, I don't know if you're aware. I said, but you do realize that the chief of police is the one that signed this and said that you would comply with that. So if you don't want to comply with that, I think you should make him aware because he already signed you up for it.
Right.
And he was
that
like,
pretty much tells them exactly what their obligations are for
Yep.
assisting CPS and everything else. Because I don't remember who I was talking to the other day, but I was talking to someone. But this is why we need to, if CPS comes to your house, call 911. Call 911 and tell them that you need help at your house because someone's trying to come and kidnap your kid. Because when the cops show up there with CPS, the reason that they're not responding to you or what you're doing, it's because they're there on behalf of contracting with CPS. So they're not there to help you. You need to get another cop that is coming there on a call to come there to help you and defend your rights. So you're never going to get anywhere when these cops are there. You know how many times we've been like, no, dude, I can't believe you're going to do this. Yeah, dude, they're going to do it because that's why they're there. They're there to be with CPS. It doesn't matter what you say. But if you call 911 and you tell them to send an officer out to your house because you're having an issue, blah, 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 Now that officer does have to come there, and they do have to listen to both sides of the story, and then they
Mhm.
have to not play judge and jury, but you stand a better chance than if you're trying to sway a cop that just showed up there with CPS, because their
Yeah.
job is to be with CPS.
And what's
So that's
crazier
why,
is like in my case, literally the cops showed up before the CPS workers did.
right, which is not supposed to be the case at
No.
all.
No, and I'm sitting here like I went to pull in my driveway. I came home from picking up my kids from school, and he was blocking my driveway. I couldn't even pull in my driveway. Like, and I thought that he was here for the neighbor because she had a teenage grandson who literally was like he was always in and out of trouble. So I didn't
Right.
know if he was here for me or for them. And he was like, um, I go up to his cruiser because I had to park down the street. I go up to his cruiser and I said, "Excuse me, are you here for me or are you here for my neighbor?" And they're like, he's like, "Oh, we're here to assist on a CPS call." I'm like, "Well, you blocked my driveway and I can't even pull in." I was like, "So if you're trying to impede me from leaving," I said, "you're doing a shitty job."
Right,
Because
right, because I'm gone. Right,
I'm like, but and he's like, "No," he's like, "I'm just here to assist on a CPS call." And I'm like, and then all of a sudden I turn around, here's the CPS workers walking up the sidewalk because they weren't smart enough to park in front of my house. Well, they've gotten
right.
to the point where they will park down the street and then walk up because they don't want me to see them.
Wow.
Because I'm just like Claire. And I mean, I've told them numerous times, you have no business at
Mhm.
my house. No, you can't speak to my kids. Do you have a warrant?
Right.
No, you don't
Get
have a
out.
warrant. Okay,
Right.
then that's fine. But you're
Yep.
not coming in my house and you're not speaking to my kids without me present. And if you don't like
Yep.
that, well, that's not my problem.
Tough
You can't
patooties. Right.
you can't just come here and say you have all these allegations against me and say, "Hey, um, this and this."
Right.
Okay, cool. But do you have proof? Where's your evidence? Well, it's
Mm-hmm.
from a very reliable source.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because the
Show me
magistrate
that.
called you? Because the
Mm-hmm.
magistrate called you after an in-camera interview? Are you serious right now?
Mm-hmm.
And then to pretty much just say, yeah, the magistrate did call. Oh, okay. And then blame it on the kids. It was coming
Right.
directly tell CPS directly tell you that no, this is coming from your kids. And the kid that literally supposedly said this stuff is standing right behind me, and I have it on freaking video of her saying, "You guys are a bunch of liars. I didn't say that."
Right. But
Like,
they don't want to
no,
hear it. They don't want to
no,
hear it.
they don't want to hear it. They don't care. I'm like, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'll have my day in court. Had my day in
Mm-hmm.
court. Guess what? My kids were back in a week. They weren't even gone
Mm-hmm.
5 days.
You're one of the lucky ones.
And I mean, the first time I wasn't lucky. The second time I
Right.
knew, but I had educated myself, and
Right.
they know me. I mean, the first time I had 3 of them fired. I mean, CPS is not. They thought that they were going to all be cute and slander me and talk about me, and
Right.
they were lucky. They were very, very stupid. At one time during my first CPS case, I didn't have a caseworker for 3 weeks. I didn't even know, like, because my file was being passed around the
Mm-hmm.
office and nobody was willing to take it. Nobody.
Because they knew that you knew what was up.
Nobody was willing to take it. And I'm like,
Right.
what do you mean I have no caseworker? Like, I still have emails to my lawyer. Like, I haven't heard from them in like 3 weeks. Don't know what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And I'm honest with me, I don't even have a caseworker. He's like, what?
So you know how I heard from a little bird just the other day, and it's a pretty reliable little bird. And John, that's terrible about that phone call. I see that. Um, this little bird told me that if you or we or whomever get 4 complaints about a judge, about an attorney, and about like any person in those capacities,
Hmm.
um, if we send 4 complaints to the bar, to the to these overseers and all of that stuff, that their insurance will get pulled. It's not about looking up the bonds and all that. It's about getting them 4 consecutive complaints, and then they
Hmm.
will be their insurances will be pulled. Very reliable source, very very reliable source. They wanted me to pass this information along, so we need to start putting these complaints together and sending them and getting 4 on each person, and then let's fire it up. Like, here we go, insurance company. We just made 4 complaints on your person, uninsure them, because if they can't get insured, they can't have a job, because all of these people of power, said power, all have insurance on them. They all are insured, like like workman's comp, type insurance, whatever, but it's for their immunity. But if we can get 4 complaints on them at a shot, then they get their insurances removed. Get your insurances removed, they get their jobs removed, and they can
Does
never
it
come
have to
back
be?
again.
Can it be for individual? Like, can it be from the
4
same
separate.
person?
It's got to be 4. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I don't have. I thought the way that they explained it to me was 4 separate complaints, 4 different people, not 4 complaints in a row, but 4 separate persons filing your complaint. Which, if you have a complaint against your judge or your lawyer or whatever, find some other people that do. Start submitting these complaints, guys, and let's see if this really works. I mean, what the hell is it going to take you? 20 minutes? 20 minutes to figure out if, write a quick letter, and then find, 3 or 4 other people that have the same judge as you. You know what I mean? And have them write the complaints. And
And a
then
lot
we'll
of
see if
times in
it works.
counties, they're like the family court. There's only one judge,
Yep.
So it's like that's easy. I mean, even a magistrate. I mean,
Yep.
and generally as a rule, like you will literally use a magistrate. It'll be the same magistrate, or you'll use the same 3 magistrates. Like in my county, we only have 2 different magistrates, I think, right now,
Right.
and and then we have the judge. But the judge is also over the probate court, the family court, and the civil court.
Yeah.
And but he's like the big judge, and I'm like, okay, well, but there's littler judges over top of or underneath him. But I mean, there's only a few to name. I mean, you can't there's not much that you can't figure out. I mean, and especially like people go into like the civil court. Civil court's the same way.
Civil court's where it's at. That's where it is. You want to beat them? You want to get your kids back? Go to civil court.
Yep.
That's where it happens.
Yep.
We got Tiff back.
Civil court's crazy. Oh, there's Tiff. Hi, Tiff.
There's Tiff. Tiff, Becca had something she wanted to say to you and Claire, then you guys ran away from her. So
Oh,
go
no.
ahead, Becca.
She had to leave, so I ran and threw her some food together, and then it booted me off.
Oh, bastards.
Of course it did.
Oh, poor Tiff.
But go ahead, I'll relay the message.
No, I just wanted to tell you guys that I was thankful for you guys as well, because like her and her speaking up, and like I said in my first message, like you, I, and her would all be a powerhouse, because I literally was the takedown. I mean, I didn't even have a caseworker at one point for like 3 weeks because nobody wanted my file. They sat there with the file up like this and freaking in the agency, like, who wants this? And like they ended up giving me a supervisor because, well, nobody wanted me. And I'm like, I'm glad that nobody wanted me, because that kind of was like push them to be like, get her the hell out of here. Get and but I mean, when you speak up, I mean, like her, my grandpa was a city commissioner. He worked on my city commission for like 30 years. Like, so I'm pretty sure if I go to a city commissioners meeting, there's probably going to be some standing left in that. And yeah, I mean, I think that's a good idea. But the fact that she's going to those and, like, hey, this is what's going on. You guys are, doing this wrong, and you're doing this wrong, and this person is doing this like that. That's amazing. Like, she's actually making leeway for sure.
The thing that I love the most about her is that when she goes, I know everything she's going to say before she says it, because she calls me. But the thing I love most about her is she's so even-tempered when she's in there. You cannot tell that this woman has any anxiety. And she's very clear, on point, and she's telling them the truth. You know what I'm saying? And I love the fact that she calls them out. I call them out too. But
you just don't do it in such a nice way.
Right. Like, she's nice about it.
Yeah.
And I love that about her. And she said that her very first one, she was really scared. And then when I messaged her and told her I thought I could help her, and then we've been like on it together, she feels more confident knowing that I got her back, because let them fuck with her. I'm coming.
Yeah. no doubt.
And they know
And
I'm coming.
that's a big thing. I think that's a big thing, having, like she said, like having the support, because like me, like it's on, like here in my state, it's only me. So it's like, who do I have to back me up? You know what I mean? Like if I go to this and I just feel like, like they're gonna come at me with all these remarks, comments, questions, and I'm like, catch me like a deer in the headlights, So it's like, but having that support is like crazy. I mean, that's crazy good for her, because it does give her the confidence she needs to just be able to just speak. And and a lot of it is she's speaking from the heart. She's speaking
Yeah.
from truth, and that helps in a sense too. I mean, if you're doing this because you've never lived this experience, you don't know. You know what I mean? Like, so you're just sitting there saying a bunch of words. Okay. But I mean, when you're actually up there telling these people something that's happened to you from your heart, that's that puts you in a totally different powerhouse.
Well, not only does she do it from her heart, girl, she shows the paperwork.
Mhm.
They did this. They did this. They did that. They lied on that. I fucking love her, man. She should have been mine.
I'm the same way. I'll have a binder full of proof, and I'll just be like, well, what is this? Like, and like she says, they gaslight you. Like, oh no, this isn't what that says. I'm reading it with my own two freaking eyes. Like, you're going to tell me that's not what that says?
It's funny. It's funny you say that because Richard Pryor made a statement one time and he said,
Right.
do you think I'm going to believe you or my lying eyes?
True. I mean, it's like, who's lying? Because my eyes don't tell me no lie. I see
Right.
it. Don't don't tell me that I'm wrong, because I see it. Hello, here, people. I love that one. I love when they try and throw that one out.
Right. It's like seeing something you wish you never saw before. You cannot get it out of your brain. It's burned in her brain.
Yeah, 100%. And they think that, that didn't happen. Oh, because it happened to me like 5 years ago, 4 years ago. You think I don't remember every step? You think I don't remember that? Because you destroyed a family. You literally damaged children, and yet who's here to pick up the pieces when you all decide, oh, well, we're going to give them back to you? Okay, cool. But now you're giving them back, and my daughter, anxiety. I mean, that child, she was glued to the hip for 2 years. I couldn't even go to the grocery store. Like, Mom, where are you going? Immediately. Like, and having a spaz attack if I'm leaving. Like, it's okay. I'm coming back. But it's like that separation anxiety from being just removed and taken, and just, here you go, terrifies her. Still to this day. Mom, where are you going? Every time I leave the house, Mom, where are you going? Like, not because she wants to go with me, just because she's like, wants to know what I'm doing. I always tell her she's nosy Nancy. She's like, I just want to know where you're going. I'm like, okay, I didn't know. I thought I was grown. I didn't know I needed a babysitter, but okay. I'll call her
They
Mom.
traumatize them.
Huh?
They traumatize them. So they know if you leave or they leave, or are they coming back? Are you coming back?
Mhm.
Who's gonna be here when I get back? It's terrible.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But they're like, oh, well, we didn't do that. You did that. Well, wait a minute here. Because you people are the ones that took them. I didn't drop them off somewhere. Like, I didn't just abandon them. That's a total difference. Like, and CPS just thinks that, oh, well, we didn't do any of this. They know that they fucking do it. They just don't care. And it's sad. But she's doing the right thing. But yeah, I did want to get on here and tell you guys that I'm thankful for each and every one of you here at CPS Breaking News. We all fight the fight and keep on trucking, and we're going to keep doing it. I know that for sure.
Thank you. And we appreciate everybody. Darren, who are you arguing with?
I don't know who that is. I'm not arguing with them. I'm just trying to lay down their negativity.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I could just hit the block button, but I don't play that game.
I'm thankful for everybody that comes on. I'm thankful that we have all our subscribers. I'm thankful for my extended family, which is all of you. And I'm thankful that I can actually be such a good person, or that we can all still be good people after
Mhm.
all the bullshit that we've all been through.
And the stuff we continue to go through,
Right.
for everybody else. Yep. That's it. That's the truth. That's the facts in it. Yeah, George Carlin's dead. Anyway, before I get pissed, I'm gonna just go ahead and say thank you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. I appreciate everybody's everything that they do supporting us and all of this goodness. And we are gonna take off from here. So thank you everybody for being here. If you need anything, make sure that you get in touch. You know how to do so. So
Happy
build them
Thanksgiving,
up.
everybody.
Thanksgiving,
That's right.
guys.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Darren, I'm about to call you.
Oh, you about to? All right.
Tiff and the Punisher, we ride tonight. Give me back my kids, or we burn this fight. Tiff and the Punisher, hear the battle cry. Mamas and daddies won't watch our babies die. We won't war. We won't war till every stolen child walks back through the door. Tiff and the Punisher, this is war. They kicked in my door, guns drawn at dawn. Took my little girl while I was still holding on. Said best interest with a smile full of lies. Now that same smile's gonna watch the system die. I turned pain into rage, turned tears into flame. Tiff got the truth and I'm calling your name. From the courthouse steps to the governor's gate, every thief in a badge is gonna feel this hate. Tiff and the Punisher, we ride tonight. Give me back my kids, or we burn this fight. Tiff and the Punisher, hear the battle cry. Mamas and daddies won't watch our babies die. We won't war. We won't war till every stolen child walks back through the door. Tiff and the Punisher, this is war. Judges taking bribes, workers getting rich, while my son cries himself to sleep in a stranger's crib. Termination paper signing innocent blood, but the tide just turned. Here comes the flood. We the parents you forgot, we the storm you made. Tiff and the Punisher leading the raid. No more begging, no more tears on the floor. We taking back tomorrow and we settle in the skull. Can you hear us coming? Million boots on the ground. The revolution's here. Feel the thunder sound.
Tiff and the Punisher, we ride tonight. Give me back my keys, or we burn this fight. Tiff and the Punisher, hear the battle cry. Every stolen child coming home tonight.
We won't war. We won't war till justice runs red and the guilty hit the floor. Tiff and the Punisher, this is war. The war cry's been sounded. Tiff and the Punisher,
This is war.
we're coming for our kids. This corruption is gonna stop. It's pushing good people over the top. It's causing pain they don't deserve. These these fucking judges. What a nerve. I can smell the smoke in the air. People losing their lives every day. We can't stand for this bullshit game. It's time to light this shit on fire. Let's burn the bitch down. They take our lives. Let's burn the bitch down. It should be no surprise. Let's burn the bitch down. They deserve what they get. Let's burn the bitch down. There is no regret. They're taking kids, ruining their future, making dads run scared through the fire. The courts destroying families, they're such a liar. When the days turn into the nights, they give up, they have no fight. When you break the man, you take his soul. When you take his child, consider yourself told. Let's burn the bitch down. They cause our pain. Let's burn the bitch down. We're not insane. Let's burn the bitch down. They had their chance. Let's burn the bitch down. We show our stance. We won't stand for this anymore. Here I am, let's settle the score. I don't wanna bust your balls. Your Honor, you need to fall. You lie almost every day. Pissed off parents are on their way. You can get away with this anymore. I'm scared when they pound on the door. You think this is a joke? You'll know better when you smell the smoke. We won't stand for this anymore. We are parents headed to war. Let's burn the bitch down. Let's burn the bitch down. Let's burn the bitch World's gone mad, knock at the door like Judgment Day. They steal your blood, call it saving souls. Now that's the devil's play. But there's a portal waiting for it in the dark. Step through, brother. We void the chains, we rise from the rubble, cry out. It's time. Woke to the shadows, creeping blue lights, flashing cold. Single moms holding tight, but the system's bought and sold. False tip from a snake, no warrant, just a greed. Rip your babies from the crib, plant the poison seed. I've been there, brother, needle scars and courtroom wars. Lost my way in the haze, but truth cracked open doors. Now the agenda's pushing hate, segregate the strong from weak. Racial ghosts in the files make the innocent look bleak, but don't medicate
whispers in the hall, judge stamps the fear like ink. Immigrant dreams turn to nightmares on the brink, they blink. Falsified tests, cover-ups thick as the midnight smoke. But we got the bond to load, the scripts that choke, the joke. Troubadour, trouble home, serving justice from the fringe. They ain't rooms to war room rooms, but the real ones binge on revenge. No more silence in the storm, cue the thunder, heaven's sake. I see you, our shields up high, we accelerate, hearts awake. They thought they broke the bomb, but blood runs deeper than the ink. Portal opens wide, one tap, watch the tyrant sink. From the rated dawn to the dawn of the free, we void the venom, family tree, rooted deep eternally. Oh God, void the chains, this world's full of liars and thieves. We need you now, before the heart bleeds and grieves. Save us, we can't save ourselves, it's the cry from the lost. Step through the portal, pay the cost, void them all, no matter the frost. Void the chains, void them now, reclaim the flame, rise up somehow. God, we need you now, in this punished portal vow. One day they'll see the truth, chains break, we break through it. It's all good till it ain't. Nocturnes to snatch in the night, but the real ones don't fold, we hold the light, ignite the fight. I prayed in the pit, felt the chains like a noose around my neck. Now the portal's to prayer, void the wreck, resurrect, resurrect. Troubled souls rise, the storm's coming, but we own the rain. No more puppets on strings, cut them loose, feel the pain, turn to gain. Oh God, void the chains, this world's full of liars and thieves. We need you now, somehow. Save us, cry for help, portal vow. Void the chains, reclaim the flame. God, we need you now, one day, truth lights the sky. Step through, punish, pull down. Step through, punish, pull down. Step through, punish, pull down. See the truth, chains break, we break through. Oh.
We know it's all about the money, we know they lie, we know this is corruption. Does CPS know what they are doing to the children?
Imagine being a child who has been torn away from their security blanket, their parents, the ones who stopped the boogeyman from terrorizing the nights and curing their boo-boos when they scrape their knees. Now just imagine how they mightest feel when the CPS meant to protect them tears them away from their supposed abusers and places them with strangers who have zero comforting skills. They need to be calmed. They are confused, lost, panicked, and needing their parents, but CPS took them away for the purpose of saving them. The kids don't even know why, and they are told that the parents they attach to no longer want them. What do you think that does? Do you think that this is how protecting children is supposed to look?